So you have your Chill Monkee Lazy Lounger and you're ready to get it inflated and start relaxing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the simple technique and a quick little hack on how you can get it inflated super quick, super easy, and be relaxing in no time. Now, before we jump into it though, I do want to point out one thing. As you probably notice, I'm not outside. I'm actually standing in my living room, and I'm doing that to prove 2 points. The first being, you don't need wind in order to fill this up. You can be in a completely still environment and still get enough air inside your lounger. And 2, you don't have to run the length of a football field in order to fill it up. You can fill this up in a confined environment, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay? So, what we're going to do here, first things is we're going to take it out of its carrying case. And we're going to unroll it. Now, the first time out of the carrying case, you're probably going to have a pretty, firm bend in the plastic at the end where the openings are. What I always recommend doing is trying to flatten that out, straighten that out as much as you possibly can, because it will make it easier to get air inside your lounger, okay? You don't have to have it perfect, but try to flatten it out a little bit. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 openings here and we're going to shake them out. Much like when you pull a fresh trash bag off the roll, before you put it in the trash can, you shake it out, you open it up, you make sure that the side walls are peeled apart from one another, and in doing so, that's going to make it much, much easier to get the air in the lounger, okay? So we're going to do 2 quick shakes. And that's going to open it up plenty. You're going to have plenty of room to get the air in. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you a very simple technique, like I said, in order to get it filled up in a confined space. Now, there are a couple things that you need to remember and always, do when you're filling up your lounger. The first one is you have to pull it in a straight line. You can't spin in circles and fill it up. You can't wave it through the air like a windsock. That will not work. Think of it like trying to water your lawn and crimping the hose. When you do, the water can't get through the hose. It's the same thing with the lounger. When you start to turn, one of the side walls is going to collapse into the other and you can't get enough air in it. So it will never fill up. You have to pull it in a straight line. And number 2, when you're opening and closing the chambers to trap that air in there, the lounger has to be moving. If you open it before you're moving, or you come to a standstill and before you close it, the air is just going to spill out of it. And so you're never going to get enough air in it. You're always going to be starting over. So you have to be moving when you open and close the chambers. So here's how it's going to work. Okay? And you'll see that all you have to do is get that much air in it, roughly 50, 60-ish% filled with air. And then what you're going to do is you're going to roll the end. And that's what's going to push the air in. That's what's going to firm it up. And how tightly you roll it generally is going to be based on how much weight's going to be sitting on it. The more weight sitting on it, the more slack you want to have in the lounger. The less weight, like a 4-year-old child, the tighter you're going to want to roll that. Once you have it to kind of that desired firmness, you're just going to take the stiff plastic ends, you're going to fold it in half, and you're going to buckle it, okay? And you're going to want to make an oval there. If it looks like an oval, you've done it the exact way you need to. And then you're ready to go, okay? It really is that simple. So that is the technique for filling it up. And like I said, you don't need a lot of space, and you don't need wind in order to do it. The other thing that I want to show you is that quick little hack that I mentioned. So let's say that you are around the house or you're somewhere where you have access to a simple floor fan. Floor fan, box fan, oscillating fan, you name it. You can use this and it's going to fill it up even quicker than what you saw me do when scooping the air. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just open it up. I'm going to try to let as much air out as possible so you can see exactly what's going to happen here. So we're going to turn it on. And that's it. Literally 3-4 quick seconds. Puts plenty of air in there. I'm going to roll it up. Buckle it off. And now the only thing left to do is to sit back and relax.